Now going to catch up with the clean and jerk competition here in the 105 kilo competition, and it's Sergei Tajirov who's going to come out. Sergei, who's in the bronze medal position at the halfway stage, bringing forward 180 kilos, 200 on the bar.
Sorry, commentators, they kept the break. It was 10 minutes scheduled. It was 15 minutes
So that's a good start. And Tajirov gets us underway. A total of 380 kilos, which easily surpasses the 355 of Martin Tesovic, who lifted in the B division earlier in the day. So Ferenc Gjurkovic for Hungary. Now, Ferenc in 5th place, the 181 kilo failure, his 3rd attempt. He only got 1 out of 6, and that 3rd one was really potentially quite costly because it's given him quite a lot to catch up. He's actually 9 kilos off the leaders at the moment. Starting on 200. Much stronger presence at these Europeans by the Hungarians overall, actually.
Yes. You know, well, watch, first of all, he's going to clean the bar in his fingertips. Watch that. See, you can do that, and a lot of guys, you know, world-class level will do that. It's just the way they're built. Watch when he recovers. I had a feeling he was losing his balance. Maybe he was just lifting his toes up because he knew he was going to jump back to lower the bar. Well, he's got the first one, which in some ways is the tough one, out of the way on the board. Cleaning off the bar, I'm sorry, David. If people haven't seen this before, a wire brush is used just to get the chalk out from the knurling. If there's blood, of course, then they'll clean that with an antiseptic as well. But sometimes you'll just clean the bar to keep the knurling nice and sharp on that beautiful Leko bar.
So the Georgian Aluda Managadze, inspired by the great Georgi Azanidze, and he must be more than delighted, more than I can actually express, by the fact that he's got Azanidze in his corner. And he's in 6th place at the halfway stage, 170. That really puts him out of the chase for overall medals. So this is all about personal bests and personal targets. Well, that was a little slip on the platform.
Yeah, but he kept his arms locked out, so yeah, it's a good lift. Now that shows that he was really working to hold that thing overhead, because you saw how much his legs buckled as he was walking around. Let's watch this now. Racks the bar, stands up. He's gonna dip and drive, get it overhead, and that's where he's starting. But watch the arms; they're locked out the whole time. Couple of baby steps, get it under control. Down signal, good lift. Kind of the hard way to do the lift.
Managadze into the lead in the clean and jerk on 201. Tajirov on 200. Gjurkovic on 200. And Gjurkovic of Hungary coming out for 205. The major players, well, from the first part of the competition, really, we're talking about the 2 Russians. Sheiko, is he going to be as good in the clean and jerk as he was effective in the snatch phase? He leads. He's going to come out at 215, which is 5 kilos less than David Bedzanyan, the European and world record holder in the clean and jerk. And 220 is Bedzanyan's opening total. Aldzeev on 210. Plesnieks of Latvia also on 210. So this is to take him to 381. And into the lead. Oof, that's hard.
Yeah, I really worked to stand up with that.
Well, there's no doubt that the effort that he had to put into the cleans certainly didn't help the second phase.
Right. Watch, though, as he gets set, though, too, on this jerk. He's breathing hard. You're right. He's standing up. But he didn't fill his air with... Didn't fill his chest with air. And he's jerking from that collapsed platform. Plus, he's leaning back as he's trying to go into the weight. Add those two together, no way you will succeed in jerking that weight overhead. Backing out as if he's trying to do a standing incline press at the end.
So that's the page of the textbook with the big crosses saying, do not do this.
Yeah, do not do this, exactly. Yeah, or you will go to jail.
Yeah, and he's, you know, at 32 years of age, you should know better. Because you shouldn't have that level of faultiness in your technique.
Well, I was trying to think of a polite way to say this, you know, and say like 40's the new 30 or whatever, but 32 is getting a little long in the tooth to be a top weightlifter if you're...
No, but what I'm saying is,
I understand
as a youngster, you can get into bad habits, and coaches have to clean you out of those. By the age of 32, you know, you should have actually sorted yourself out in those areas.
And I'm going to go a step further, which is at 32, maybe it's time to do something else too. That sounds brutal. That's not supposed to be an indictment or anything. It's just a statement that it gets harder to compete. You're in a sport where you have to be fast, you have to be flexible. Sometimes you have to be reckless, you know, in terms of being fearless and stuff. And leave those things to the young, you know.
Managadse, 206 kilos. 5 kilo increase. He's in first place at the moment in the clean and jerk, so he wants to enhance that position. He would, with these extra kilos, actually move up into second place overall. He's currently third. Fingertips again. And you know, Randy, for me, it's always the second attempt that's the most crucial, because the first one you should get as a matter of course, but the second one you really need to set that platform to really go for it. And if you don't, then you lose that opportunity.
We talk about the need for speed in weightlifting. Here's the element where you don't want to go fast. The dip down, and he kept it under control. Very narrow stance on the split for that jerk works against you because it keeps the body high when you'd like the body instead to be low.
Tajirov of the Ukraine leading overall with 380. Managadse 376. And Gjurkovic 206. He's currently in third place. Now, he's only got 200 because he failed at 205. Again, he's bought a little time and he's gone up to 206 kilos. So this will move him up in the clean and jerk into silver medal, but it would take him to 382 and the overall lead. For a moment or two at least. No. The second clean was really hard, and I'm afraid the petrol tank is empty.
Yeah, he's sort of at the limit of his leg strength. He'd have to meet the bar perfectly to catch a bounce at the bottom, to benefit from a little bit of a rebound, to stand up. Not going to make it.
So in the wings, Sergei Tajirov, Ukraine. And the bar going to 207. Now, this is a 7 kilo increase, so now this becomes a game for grown-ups.
He's got 4 good attempts. He's on a roll.
Yeah, just looking at his achievement record, I mean, he's got a junior European bronze. That was 3 years ago. He just wasn't very good last year in the Europeans, but he is only 23, and he's on a total of 380 at the moment. He finished on 372 in Kazan, so already a big step forward, and this could be an even bigger one. So this for 387, and obviously a lifetime best by some way. Eight seconds. Oh, short of the down signal. I don't quite know what's going on. I mean, he seemed to hold that bar a long time. I thought he completed it.
He likes to celebrate. You know, there's a case I was watching the number in the foot pretty closely to see if that left foot was going to hit the number, which had fallen off. Then I think the foot would have slid. You're talking about whether or not the platform was slippery. I don't know. I would tell him to, you know, contain himself. He can celebrate when he's all done. I'd say save that energy until you're done.
But he has got the 387. Just on sticky numbers, I was talking to our colleagues, Ron Ringuth and Mark Hooster. They've written to the European Federation and to the International Federation saying, for goodness sake, can you not sort this out?
I think you say that our German colleagues were ready to offer an adhesive.
Yeah.
For a fee, one that'll stick.
Well, there's got to be something in a German car factory, Mercedes, Porsche,
Absolutely.
BMW, that can actually do that job. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
We should give the task to Germany. I'm sure they'll come up with a solution. Now, Adzaev, 208. First attempt to go for the total. And this is to take the lead away from Tajirov. This is for 388.
Встал, Миша, встал! Ногами, ногами! Держи, ноги, держи.
Pretty good.
Yeah. You'll see, too, how deliberate that dip should be for the drive that gets the bar up, and then it'll help you get your body below it for the jerk. It has to be slow going down, or you can't maximize the force that you can generate pushing up.
He was a man who missed out on the bronze medal last year to Bartolomew Bonk of Poland by body weight.
Yeah.
So he's definitely one of the men looking for some consolation.
Bonk has got to be one of the great names for weightlifting.
Now, Michalski. This is the other light man in the class, 102.94. And at the halfway stage, this Polish lifter down in 9th place. Very close to his personal best. He's only a kilo off it.
Got an absolutely definitive lockout, I would say, in the jerk.
Yeah.
Watch this pull. Starts at his feet quite narrow, and then kicks them out a lot. We didn't quite see that there. Watch the feet now on the jerk. Split. There you go.
But the lift is given, and he goes to 375, lifts himself up into 5th place overall. Still waiting in the wings. Plesnieks of Latvia due to come in at 210. We're at 209 now. Cornell Sahibul of Poland, 210. Maxim Shako, the birthday boy, at 215. And David Bedzanian, the world record holder, at 220 for his opener. Men in the wings, men warming up. Plesnieks coming in at 210, the first of the 4. Plesnieks at the halfway stage in 7th place, only 170 to bring forward. So he's got an awful lot of catching up to do. And to get anywhere near an overall medal these have got to be 3 absolutely perfect attempts, and he's really going to have to go for some numbers on lift number 2 and lift number 3. Only 20, so still in junior ranks. The junior European champion of last season. 165, 207, 372 was his total. This will take him to 380.
Well, that's it.
How close to that windpipe was it? That is some recovery.
Yeah,
well, it's a real pity. He did everything he could.
Yeah, see, I would have red lighted him. I personally would have red lighted him for that dip. That was, to me, an attempt to jerk. It wasn't readjusting the bar. You're allowed 1 shot at dipping and driving for the jerk. Where it gets ambiguous is you're allowed to readjust the bar. In other words, reposition your chest. I think he took a dip, and the switch changed in his brain. He didn't go for it, and he repeated, and maybe that's, in fact, why he got red lighted.
But it was 2-1, and he'll have another go at it. Meanwhile, Cornell Sahibul of Poland comes out. Now, he also only brings forward 170. He was in 8th place at the halfway stage. So here are men who really didn't excel in the snatch phase. So they've got to lump the weight on if they want to get back into this. But he certainly looked pretty strong overhead. Technically, 2-1, and I thought that would happen because I was just suspicious of the arm lock.
It's the left arm. Watch, he finishes the lift, and then he straightens out the left arm another ½ inch or so. Watch the left arm we see from the front. Wait till the bar's overhead. Now watch it. Well, it doesn't show up so well from there. We saw it from front on. And obviously the referee on the side agreed with us.
Yeah, but nonetheless, 2-1 is...
That's good enough.
And the jury are motionless. Hopefully they're awake. There's 5 of them in front of us.
Did you hear what he said about you guys?
Well, there have been the odd occasion in the past when...
Absolutely.
When we thought they should have those, you know, those really big tall chairs that force you to sit up straight.
I thought you would say you're comfortable, you know, easier to fall asleep.
Adzeev leading at the moment for Belarus on 388 from Tajirov of the Ukraine, a kilo behind. Managadze of Georgia, 376 by lighter body weight ahead of Gurkovic of Hungary on the same weight, and then Michalski of Poland, 375. That's the top rank at the moment, and here comes Tajirov, a bronze medal in the first part, and this is 3 extra kilos. Now this will take him to 390. And just to again put this in context, the world total record, Andrei Adamov, 436. That is 46 kilos differential if he gets this.
Well, rather than being insulted by your comments, he took it as a challenge and said, you know what, I am going to make it.
Well, you know, I've got to say, big applause, 6 out of 6. He's done his sequence, 390. that is an improvement, a considerable improvement. If you look at the European Championships last year, 372, so that's an 18 kilo improvement. And
why did he go wild celebrating this? This is the time to celebrate. But anyway, it worked for him, 6 for 6.
Yeah, just another little footnote. To have got the bronze medal in Beijing, you would have had to have achieved 420, which is what Dmitry Lapikov actually achieved. And it was 423 for Dmitry Klokov of Russia and 436 for Aramnov. Now, Maxim Shayko. He's put it up by a kilo, 211. Again, going for the lead, the half-time leader in the snatch. Very quick on the clean. Well, he really didn't hang about there.
No, he just dispatches that. There's, I think, something, well, I'll just get the first attempt done.
Well, in the President's Cup, he did 222. In the Russian Cup in December, the Russian National Cup, he did 225. The 222 counts as official because it was an IWF international weightlifting competition, so it's all kosher, as they say. But the Russian National Cup isn't an official adjustment to his personal record for us. But nonetheless, he's done it. And Altzaev now, second attempt, 3 kilo increases on 388. This is to go to 391. Missed his last snatch, but brings forward 180 kilos. He was on the same mark as Tagirov, and this is going to take him ahead of the young Ukrainian. Up and down. Well, the arm stayed locked out, so that's fine for me.
Yeah, to me, he looks a little subdued out there. Do you think? I mean, not that that's bad. I'm just making that comment. Maybe all the fire's inside. There's the pop for the second pull. Racks the bar, readjusts it. That's so he can catch a breath. Get set. Bang, and that's the jerk. Looks better in slow motion.
So Shayko, Altzaev, Tagirov. 396 to Shayko, 391 to Altzaev, 390 to Tagirov, and Plesniak's now coming out. Now, he had this failure, so he doesn't have a total. He, again, bought a little time. He's put it up to 211. So no problem there, but there will be a problem if he doesn't get this. Junior world champion a couple of years ago, totaled up 385 on that occasion. This will take him to 381. I reckon they'll give him that.
Yeah, gets set for that jerk very quickly, moves into that phase, I think smoothly, well executed, especially for a guy coming off a miss.
That goes into 4th place overall, but he was much clearer in his mind about the job he had to do. The punch up there was much stronger, much more purposeful, did the job, no question of the arms unlocking or extending or doing anything other than required by the rules of the game. Now, Managadze. 5 kilo increase. Things did not go his way in the first half of the competition, but touch wood, fingers crossed. This is for 3 out of 3. 5 kilo increase to 381 for a decent total. No.
Very awkward split. Okay, we'll see, I think, in the instant replay, his right foot doesn't just go straight back. It cranks in a semi-circular way, and it's sort of like a half split, half squat, which people sometimes call a splot. Watch this, it's inelegant. See, there it is. And now he's going to lose it out front because he's not under the bar.
By some way, he's not under the bar.
Yeah. Quite some way, huh?
So the lift's tallying up now, and next man out should be Poland's Arkadiusz Michalski, asking for 212, but this will be a 4 kilo increase to take him to 379. Now, again, here you've got a youngster, 379. That's 10 kilos up on what he did last autumn in the under-23 Europeans when he got the bronze. So again, from a personal point of view, this would represent good progress. 375, he got 369, was the best that he had last season. So already that's good. This would be significantly better, and it is only his second attempt, so he's got the chance to go a bit further. Well, they're going to have a look at the arm lock there, I wonder. Yeah, 2-1 against, it's difficult because we're not in the optimum angle, but, you know, just looking at it live, I mean, the platform is actually, what, only 15-20 meters away from us where he's standing. But just have a look at the arms here. This is not the best angle, but you can see the right arm there just unlock. Absolutely. And that was a press out. So he does have one more opportunity to repair that particular mistake. He's at the moment looking like having to follow himself because everybody else wants more in terms of kilos. And after he's lifted, Altzev of Belarus looking for 215, Plesniaks of Latvia 217, 216 for Shako, 220 for Shekil of Poland, and Bedzanian still not started, the record holder.
Minęła minuta.
So Michalski comes out for 212. So 379 is the target now. That's as far as he can go, but that would be pretty good. Well, I still think that right arm unlocked, and I'm not at all sure yet. Well, 2-1. Now, it'd be very interesting to see what the jury make of that, because I think that right arm did unlock, and maybe they're being a little kind, but it's not a question of interpreting the rules. It's refereeing according to the rules. Couldn't really see from that replay angle, but nonetheless, Michalski has got his 379 and is in 6th place overall. He's finished his lifting, and now Altzev coming out for actually 215 kilos. 4 kilo increase to take him to 395. Did 394 in Kazan, but missed out on the bronze medal by body weight to the Polish lifter Bartolomew Bąk. This will put him into the lead in the clean and jerk and into second place, which is actually where he is now. It just enhances second place.
Миша, пошел, 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 не торопись, ногами. Держи, 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 ноги, держи, держи.
And 4 kilos it is to take him to 395, just a kilo behind Maxim Sheiko of Russia. And he's got a 5 kilo break on Sergei Tajirov, who's finished his lifting. Plesniak still to come for Latvia, who's put the bar, or his total, up to 217. Before that, it's going to be Maxim Sheiko, the man who currently leads the competition, and he's going for a 5 kilo increase. He's on 396 now, and this will take him into the 400s. It would take him to 401 kilos. So again, a little bit like the man who preceded him, it would enhance his position, in his case, in the lead of the clean and jerk and also the total. Already with 1 gold medal to collect for having won the snatch over his teammate by virtue of lighter body weight. This time a much steadier clean, the weight piling on and coming to a point where he runs into trouble. Now 216, 217 is the next weight that's been asked for, so the Russian team now have got to consider their circumstances. In the clean and jerk he's only 3rd, in the overall he leads. Now if he goes again, he's got 2 minutes and 1 minute 50 seconds left at this moment. Still alive in the competition, Cornell Sahibul of Poland. David Bedzanian yet to start. And Plesniak of Latvia, who's sitting around, I think maybe having a think about the bronze medal at the moment. Plesniak of Latvia sitting in 4th place in the clean and jerk and 4th place overall. He's 381 at the moment. Now, at this moment, that puts him 9 kilos off the bronze medal. He is lighter than Tajirov, but that would be one heck of a lift if Plesniak goes for that. And 217, well, he has lifted 215 when he won the junior world title, but that would be a huge question. So now, on his 24th birthday, can Sheiko manage this 3rd attempt? He only leads by a kilo. He knows that he's vulnerable, so he needs these extra 5 kilos to take him into the 400s. Much, much better. Relief. And understandable relief as well, because in the President's Cup, I mean, he went 178, 222 for 400. He's now got 401. Artur Plesniak's 217, and the Latvians being realistic, where they're going for here is a medal in the clean and jerk. Currently in the clean and jerk, Artur Plesniak's sitting in 4th place, 211. It's 216 to Sheiko. Alzev's got 215. Michalski has got 212. Now Plesniak makes this 217, goes into the gold medal position in the clean and jerk. Sheiko of Poland and Bedzanian are the only men left to lift. So effectively, if he makes this, he has to get a clean and jerk medal. Huge question. No, not to be. And the weight defeating him on this particular occasion, and the chance to go for that Latvian medal unfortunately lost, and it means that it leaves him on 211 in the clean and jerk and 381 in total, which he'll be disappointed with. He's done 380 in recent times. He did that in the Europeans last year. He did 383 in the Junior World Championships last season, and he has done 385 before. So on the right day, Plesniaks would have made that. But now the world record holder in the clean and jerk, David Bedjanyan, Russia, 220. And this is to take him to 405, and it's to put him straight into the overall lead. Effectively, this is to win the title with his first clean and jerk attempt. Power jerk, made it easy, and the man who showed up to such purpose in Belgorod whizzes to 405 and now has command of the European Championship. Bedjanyan with 2 attempts to go wherever he so wishes. Pushes Sheiko, his teammate, down to 2nd place overall in both the clean and jerk as well. 405, 401 for Sheiko of Russia. Aldzeev in 3rd place on 395. And it's Cornell Sahibul of Poland who has put the bar up to a whopping 225 kilos. Now this is a 15 kilo increase. He's on 380. This would take him to 395, and by virtue of lighter body weight would push the Belarus lifter Mikhail Aldzeev out of the overall bronze. It would also obviously put him into 1st place in the clean and jerk. Well, this is a huge ask. When you look at his record, you can see 210s, 214s. You can't see 225. This is a huge question. This is really playing for the high stakes. If he makes it, well, you know where he's going to go. If he doesn't make it, he's going to stay 6th over, or I should say 6th in the clean and jerk and 6th in the overall. No, buried himself on the first phase of that, never got the clean going. It was ambitious, and so when we look at the overall positions, David Bedjanyan effectively with 3 good lifts, 2 in the snatch, 1 in the clean and jerk. Sorry, I beg his pardon. 4 good lifts, 3 good ones in the snatch phase and 1 in the clean and jerk, has won it. Maxim Sheiko is confirmed as the 105 kilo silver medalist, and Mikhail Aldzeev of Belarus on 395 gets the overall bronze. Now in the clean and jerk, the situation is Bedjanyan is in gold, Sheiko in silver, and Aldzeev in bronze. Shaquille Cornell, he does have 1 more attempt, but on the evidence of what we just saw, can't see that happening. Now, how much of your money would you put on this man picking up 225? Well, the Polish coaching team is out in force. Well, this is at least 11 kilos better than we've ever seen him lift. and he's done much better to do that, but it wasn't going to happen. And unfortunately, that's where he stays, down in 6th place, and it's David Bedjanian, and the bar going from 220 to 230. Bedjanian on 405. Bedjanian, who in the President's Cup lifted 421 to take that particular title. It was a huge step forward. And he still has one more attempt. This is all about his personal plan between him and David Riggott and the coaching team. London in mind. What are they collectively looking for here? This is to completely distance him from the rest of the field. This will take him to 415. Oh, it was clumsy. And because it was clumsy, it was really difficult to complete. Now, he does have another go at that. Now, maybe he had in his mind a huge finale, but he can't really do that now. And I wonder whether they'll actually go for it. Is it one of those when you fall off the horse, it's best to get back on again as quickly as possible? There you can see as he started to put the bar over his head, his hips were behind. It was just, unfortunately, the first part of that, the clean, that was really unforgiving in terms of completing the lift. So he's got the best part of 2 minutes if he wants to come out and finish this off, but he is the champion of Europe, and it's another 2 gold medals for Russia because he's won the clean and jerk with 220 anyway. And he's got the overall title. Just having a quick look at the medal table, because Russia have been climbing up the medal table. Indeed, they had 6 gold medals, 2 silvers and 8 bronze before today, or before tonight's competition. And this is actually going to leapfrog them over Azerbaijan. This is going to give them 8 gold medals. So, and well, as far as David Bedjanian is concerned, he's not bothered about 230 and messing it up. He's gone straight for a new world record. 239 on the European Championship stage. And this is the first senior world record attempt of the week. So the crowd getting behind him now. Atmosphere rising in the whole Russian contingent. It goes without saying that the clean must be achieved with the greatest of economy. It's only by a kilo. 23 years of age. .50 seconds. A little inspiration from above to give him that extra strength. .30 seconds. And he doesn't get it onto his shoulders, and it's not the completion that he, or indeed we, would have wished for, but not on this day. He nonetheless does take the European Championship, but not in the style and manner at which he'd hoped. And at the end of the men's 105 kilo competition, it is Russia 1, Russia 2. They've dominated, but actually they've left their fans a bit disappointed, Randy.
Yeah, you know, it was kind of bold to go for the world record, 239, after the miss with 230. And actually, if I were a betting man, it would have said, oh, he come out, maybe he'll deadlift it. But he went for it, wasn't quite there.
Yeah, I mean, the second attempt was clumsy. And there you can see the results of the clean and jerk, and the gold, silver and bronze go to Bedjanian. 220, Sheiko 216, and Altzaev at 215, with Michalski, the light man of the class, finishing in 4th place ahead of Artur's Plesniak. And as far as the clean and jerk was concerned, well, he only needed the first one, 220.
Wait a minute, that was child's play for him.
Absolutely. And then the overall 405, 401, Altzaev 395. A man to watch out for the future, I think, here is Sergei Tagirov, 23 years of age, has done all his good work in the European Championships, was way down last year with 372, and has actually finished here today on 390. That's a really good increase, and I think that young lad from Belarus probably will take more out of this competition than possibly the 2 Russians. So, confirmation, Bedjanian, as expected, takes the title, but not as expected, only by 4 kilos. Sheiko, the birthday boy, well, he gets the overall silver to go with his snatch gold medal, and Altzaev of Belarus, 395 to take the bronze.